All right, we're going to give this another shot. Time two. If you know of anything better than Clipchamp, please let me know, because this is happening every time. And yes, I will totally bash them because I pay for this software and this is happening every time we use it. So if you have a better private or personal video editing software than Clipchamp, I'm all ears. Drop me a comment, please. All right, so I'm going to go over Surfer SEO. And I already loaded it, which is good because the last video I shot, the one that disappeared on me, I hadn't done that ahead of time and I forgot about like the 5 minutes of lag it takes to do the research. So Surfer SEO is an SEO software suite that I use for one of my clients, and it's gotten very popular and I really do like it. It's got a lot going for it. So keyword research is one of the main tools. Content editor creates the outline that you want to use. And then the audit and domain planner and SERP stuff, I won't go into that because really, if you're a content writer, it's not that important. All right. That's more for the actual SEOs. I am not an actual SEO yet. I am a content writer who is learning a lot about SEO. It's a long process, though, but I know that it's absolutely worth it. So check back in a year. Anyway, so I'm going to kind of walk you through how I use it. So I go to Notion, which is where I keep all of my ideas. I'm going to say, what aviation inventory software should you use? That's the topic of the day. I'll be writing that article when I get done with this. So I go into aviation or keyword research, and you can see here, I'm not going to go back because then I'll just erase all the time it took to do the research. Aviation inventory software, that's the keyword I went with. So I go through these. These are the clusters, and I'm like, all right, I'm not looking for aviation maintenance software. I'm not going for MRO systems, aviation, camp maintenance tracking, aviation inventory management. No. Oh, bingo. Spare parts and management software. Now you can see by this little guy right here, I've already created the content editor. Content editor is where it actually, like the rubber meets the road. All right. So I'm like, okay, I kind of like that. So let's open up the detailed view. It's got things that matter for what I'm doing. And keyword difficulty 7, not ideal, but in monthly search volume 210, it's whatever. But I like these topics. So I'm like, all right, so let's create a content editor, which you can do right here. If I were to go, I already created this one. So if I wanted to, I would just click this little button over here that's purple. So anyway, then it takes about 2 or 3 minutes. It gives you this guidelines, outline, brief, all this stuff. It's got the headings, keywords, phrases that I want to go with, and outline. Gives you a bunch of questions. These would be like the questions also asked on Google. All these. This is a really nice tool so that you can work these in there. If you don't like the headings that they are going to produce, which I'm going to do now, you can work some of these in there. And then the brief, these are all of the competitors. So these are all of the ones that they're not really competitors. These are just kind of the articles that you're going to, that you're going to pull from. It's pretty consistent because I know if I put this page, spare parts management software, into Google, and here, this is actually cool. These are some of the other main keywords that I could go into Google and bring up some additional stuff. I will tell you, I don't think Surfer is a sole solution. All right. You're going to need to learn to use the Google on the internet machine, and you're going to need to get good at still doing keyword research. But it's a really good, like 80% solution. Like you could still rank and use just this, and I think you would do well. Now, these are not all like this. I'm not leaving this heading like this because it's pulling from other competitors, and AI is just kind of like I'm not going to connect with ePlane because that's not who I write for. All right. So I've got the guidelines, got the headings, the outline, the brief. If there are any other headings I like or don't like, I like this one here. So let's go drop that in there. Let's say I'm like, all right, understanding problems with legacy supply systems. I want to go ahead and insert this because I think this is really good. Boom. So that gives me a good baseline to work from to start this paragraph. I love it. Same with this. This is a really good one. And I'm not going to leave it as is, but this gives me something to work with. And I love that. This is, let's go with this one. That's absolutely right. I didn't see that in there. Oh, it's right here. All right. So we're going to go ahead and drop that in there too. So this gives us something to work with. This is getting deleted. So anyway, this just gives you a good idea of where to start with. Now let's go back to the guidelines. I think that 2,800 words is going to be a little bit long. It doesn't really need to be that long. And so I'm going to, now this shows you their competitors, and a lot of them, the writing sucks. Like really, the writing totally sucks. But it's going off, like this one's only 427 words long, but this one's 4,000. So this is where it's giving you, a kind of a median. And I'm like, that's way too long. I don't need to write that much about it. So I'm just going to put that in there and go with 1,000. That's going to adjust my headings, my paragraphs, images. All right. So, and that gives me the range to work with there. No one's going to read over 1,000 words on this anyway. So I'm not worrying about that. So anyway, and then say I want to create a Google Doc. I've already done it with a different one. Sometimes this is squirrely. I'll probably have to reload it. So I'll just open the one that I've got here. This is for a different content editor, but it still is doing the same thing. So hopefully it will load. So if you have enough credits too, you can have this the content editor write the whole article in AI. You have to buy them. You only get X amount of credits, and I think I'm down to 1, so I'm not going to do it. But I would never use it. But the cool thing about it is that sometimes if you're struggling to kind of conceptualize it, I will create an AI draft. And I do this in Chat GPT and to a certain extent Google Docs with Gemini because my account has that. And it still is learning a lot. Okay, so here you go. This just inserts what you're seeing on the content editor. This is a different article, so they don't match up. But you can see that it's the same exact thing. And so you can write straight into this. And then I just put that Google Docs link over in here. I use Notion, but it would work just perfect if you were keeping track of your articles on a Google Sheets, which is what I do with my own blog posts. So anyway, Surfer is really cool. I think it's way more capable than most the average content writer needs, but it can save a lot of time. So you can write directly onto this, or you can go to create a Google Doc, which is what I do. It doesn't matter though. You can write it straight on here and it just saves it. So I think Surfer SEO is a really good tool. It's like $140 a month. I think if I had to pay for it out of pocket, I probably still would. I'm glad that I don't have to, but I think I still would. So that really is about it. That's all you need to know as a content writer, blog writer, how it works. Next week, I'm going to talk about SpyFu, which is my preferred SEO search provider, or it's my preferred SEO provider for doing keyword research and comparative research. I use it because it's a lot cheaper than Ahrefs or SEMrush. And I think that those have incredible capabilities that are probably just way beyond the needs of the average content writer. And, SpyFu is $39 a month instead of 99. So I'm going to keep giving them business instead, because until if I ever have an agency or something someday, I'll probably end up going with one of the bigger names. But for just me doing what I do, SpyFu is great. I'm going to walk you through how I use it. And I think that would give you definitely an 80% solution, maybe a 90% solution, or even 95% solution if you're a content writer by trade. So anyway, that's all I got for Surfer SEO. I will talk to you guys next week.